Welcome to Pete's World of Poisonous Plants. Today we're diving into a plant that looks innocent enough in the garden, but hides a darker, insect-repelling side. Meet Nicandra physalodes, better known as the Apple of Peru, the Shoo-fly bush, or if you're feeling fancy, the Nicandra. At first glance it's a pretty thing. Pale blue to violet trumpet-shaped flowers, delicate green leaves, and those curious papery husks around the fruit that look a lot like Chinese lanterns. Many gardeners grow it simply for decoration, but as with so many of the plants in my world, if you scratch beneath the surface, you find a cocktail of chemistry and a whisper of danger. So is the Apple of Peru poisonous? The short answer is yes, but not in the same league as deadly nightshade or monkshood. The plant belongs to the Nightshade family, Solanaceae, so that's already a red flag. Inside, it produces a set of natural compounds called withanolides. These are steroid-like chemicals, a bit similar in structure to those found in physalis, the Cape gooseberry, but with an unfriendly twist. Withanolides are bitter, cytotoxic, and give the plant its insect-repelling reputation. Farmers in South America have long known that a border of shoo-fly bush can keep whiteflies, aphids, and other pests at bay. For humans, though, eating the berries or foliage is a bad idea. Reports of poisoning are rare, probably because no one in their right mind would fancy munching on something that tastes like bitter green soap. But in large amounts, the toxins can irritate the gut, cause nausea, and in animal studies they've produced inflammation and even hemorrhage in internal organs. Horses and cattle especially don't do well if they graze on it, so while it may not be the deadliest plant in the garden, it's best admired with your eyes rather than your mouth. Now let's clear up the confusion. Despite its name, the Apple of Peru is neither an apple nor strictly Peruvian. It's native across parts of South America, including Peru, Chile, and Argentina, but it's spread worldwide. In Britain, it often pops up as a casual garden escapee. Gardeners sometimes mistake it for a form of physalis, those tasty Cape gooseberries. But if you confuse the two, you could end up with a rather unpleasant pudding. History gives us a few odd notes on this plant. In some folk gardens, it was considered a witch's plant, not because it sent people flying on broomsticks, but because of its curious papery seed pods that look like miniature lanterns, strange little husks rattling in the wind, giving off an eerie hollow sound. Farmers gave it the common name Shoo-fly because crushed leaves were once left in saucers of milk to kill flies. Effective, but not exactly the sort of thing you want sitting on your kitchen windowsill. Interestingly, chemists studying Nicandra have explored its compounds for possible medicinal leads, just as we do with foxglove, yew, and many other poisonous plants. Some withanolides have shown antibacterial and anti-cancer potential in the lab. But don't take that as an invitation to brew your own Apple of Peru tea. That's a shortcut to the loo, not to longevity. So where does that leave us? Nicandra physalodes is one of those plants that teeters between charming ornamental and weedy menace. It will happily self-seed, it will keep insects away, and it will look quite lovely in bloom. But true to form for the Nightshade clan, it carries that whisper of warning, beauty with a bite. To sum it up, not the deadliest in my lineup, but enough to make you think twice before nibbling on those lantern-like pods. Let the flies enjoy their funeral instead. Thanks for joining me on this toxic tour. If you enjoyed learning about the Apple of Peru, give the video a like, subscribe to Pete's World of Poisonous Plants, and ring that bell so you don't miss the next strange specimen. Until then, keep your curiosity sharp, your gloves on, and remember, just because it grows in the garden doesn't mean it's safe on your plate.